yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Kick is in the air. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on to understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the groupers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Williams will pass. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the back. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got a man. It's Craig. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The groupers will have it 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Oh, they're after him. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Trying to pound it in. Looking for the end zone. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the tailback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. That, friends, is a busting play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Groupers will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Holds it in on the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the groupers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams will pass. Snagged out of the air. At the 45 on his way. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Williams looking for a man. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Gives it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line.
Going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. to the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. He'll field the punt and take it back. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Running behind that left side. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Trying to pound their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the groupers come to the line in the hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The groupers have it with a 1st and 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Gonna take a shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Here we go. Williams will pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate,
and the rush will get to him at the 25. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the groupers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the out.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout by the offense.
The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for Welcome to Blacksburg at Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Flips it out in the flat. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. On the move is the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, and now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Drones. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Poe. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Williams will pass. Finds a tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Punts it out of the air. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is completely confident in their ability. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Drones. Under fire. Buys a little extra time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the Heat. With the catch, it's Bennett. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Heat. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Hokies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Tigers' offense has hit on big play after big play. Just when you think they might take their foot off the gas, wham, they break one again.
On the move, he fires.
They're trailing by 25 to Memphis. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now adjusting. This one's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Williams looking for a man. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Bring in the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. The short hands. It's Montgomery. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking to scramble. He'll take another shot here. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right.